Tanzania's troubled transition, a tale of unrest and uncertainty. In a tense atmosphere, Tanzania's President Samia Suluhu Hassan is about to take her oath of office for a second term, a ceremony shrouded in controversy and security concerns. The election, marked by violent protests and a strong rejection from the opposition, has left the country divided and in turmoil. The inauguration, held at a military parade ground in Dodoma, is a stark reminder of the challenges Tanzania faces. With the public excluded and only state-run media allowed, the ceremony symbolizes the nation's current state of affairs. Samia's victory, with an overwhelming 98% of the vote, was achieved under questionable circumstances. Key opposition candidates were either imprisoned or barred from running, leaving little room for a fair contest. A violent aftermath. International observers have expressed serious concerns about the election's transparency and the subsequent violence. Reports of hundreds killed and injured paint a grim picture. The authorities, however, downplay the scale, making it difficult to verify the true extent of the tragedy due to the nationwide internet shutdown. In her victory speech, Samia described the election as a free and democratic, a statement that contrasts sharply with the opposition's claims and the reported deaths of protesters, whom she labelled unpatriotic. Opposition leaders and activists estimate the death toll to be in the hundreds, with some sources citing credible evidence of at least 500 fatalities. The UN Human Rights Office has also reported credible accounts of at least 10 deaths in 3 cities. The aftermath of the unrest has had a profound impact on daily life. Food, fuel, and essential goods have seen price hikes of over 100% in many areas. Schools and colleges are closed, and public transport has come to a standstill. A call for change. Chadema, the opposition party barred from competing, has rejected the election results, stating that no genuine election took place. They argue that the announced results have no basis in reality and are calling for a fresh election to ensure a fair and democratic process. The low turnout on election day, despite the electoral authorities' claim of an 87% participation rate, further underscores the lack of trust in the process. Police spokesman David Missom has blamed the violence on motorbike operators and foreign nationals, alleging that some had entered the country illegally to cause chaos. His comments have raised concerns, especially with reports of missing Kenyan nationals in Tanzania. Global reactions and calls for peace. The situation in Tanzania has garnered international attention and concern. Pope Leo XIV called for prayers, expressing his sorrow over the post-election violence and its numerous victims. EU Foreign Affairs Chief Roger Corliss urged Tanzanian authorities to exercise restraint and preserve lives, while UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres voiced his deep concern over the reports of deaths and injuries. As Tanzania navigates this challenging period, the world watches with a mix of worry and hope, awaiting a peaceful resolution to this tumultuous chapter in the nation's history. What are your thoughts on this complex situation? Feel free to share your perspectives and engage in a respectful discussion in the comments.